Salvage hunter Drew Pritchard is always on the lookout for unique items. With two very special invitations on the table from two very different locations, he's decided to embark on a salvaging journey to the south of England. It's a big trip, but will he turn a profit?
We go right here. Can we not get on the dual carriageway again?
Turn around and go back straight on the motorway.
Drew and T's first invitation is to Glemham Hall, a large estate near Woodbridge in Suffolk, where Drew's been promised unprecedented access to the home's significant storage areas.
We're going to see a gentleman called Mr. Major? No, Major Philip Hope Cobbled.
Right.
Quite a handle.
I was born here in 1943, and I've always lived pretty close to the place, within 5 or 6 miles. And then, sadly, as grandmothers and uncles and people died off, I got the little envelope which said, "It's all yours, get on with it."
Set in 300 acres of parkland, Glemham Hall's history can be traced back to the 16th century. In 1923, it was purchased by the Cobbled family and remains a family home as well as a venue for weddings and special events.
So what goodies has he got for us then?
Well, it's a huge house. They've got lots and lots of spare rooms, and they're full of stuff they don't want anymore, furniture, knick-knacks.
So as usual, we're here to buy things that people don't want anymore.
We're here to buy stuff that people don't want.
Right, lovely.
Yeah,
as
that's
long as
it.
we're not doing anything out of the ordinary.
Nope.
No.
My word.
That's quite a building, isn't it?
That's extraordinary. It's huge.
Lovely, though.
Superb.
You sure this is the place?
It is, yeah. I think we're underdressed.
Do you think so?
I think so. Hello,
Morning, Drew.
Major.
Philip will do.
Philip will be.
And T. Hello, nice to see you. Welcome
Nice to
on
meet
this
you.
summer's day.
This is extraordinary. What a place.
Amazing house.
Wow.
You don't get to go in houses like this very often. So every time I manage to get through the door, I want to try and make the most of it and buy something just wonderful. And British country house. There's nothing better.
We're now heading for the cellars, I think.
Oh, yes, please.
Do you still have Christmas dinner at that table?
Yes, we do, yeah. We normally sit down there.
Major Philip leads Drew and T straight down to the basement, where spare furniture from the house has accumulated for several years.
Put the light on. Dank and dingy down here, but
That's OK.
there's all sorts in here.
OK, so this is stuff you're not using now.
Well, yes.
Using it to keep your cellars full.
Wonderful old trunk. That trunk's nice. I like that. It's good looking.
Good.
OK. So things like this, is this for sale, this trunk? Or
Could be.
Could be.
Depends what's in it, really.
Yeah.
I never know. A lot of these things have been here a long time.
Yeah.
When you open them up, you find something else.
Ooh.
Nothing in it.
Nothing in it. No, there's nothing in it. It looks like an old chest for just carrying silver, you know, that sort of thing. Pine. It's actually quite workaday now. I've got sort of really close to looking at it. It's a nice one because of the size, but they're really quite common. These big handles and everything on this. But now we've got to see it. It's OK. It's all right. It's is it on wheels?
Is it on wheels?
It's on wheels, yeah. It's pretty much seized up.
This late 19th century trunk is made from pine and is worth around £450.
What would you want for something like this?
I have no idea. What are you going to offer?
Well, it's a big old lump, but it's still quite plain. I'm thinking sort of 150 for something like that. It's a workaday one rather than a sort of.
Yes,
it would have been just. It wouldn't have been a display piece or anything like that. It's just.
It's a working one for carrying silver or
something.
pottery or...
Yeah. I was trying to gauge prices, trying to gauge his reactions, trying to buy something from him, and at that point I didn't get anything. I couldn't quite work out where I needed to be or what sort of price level I needed to stop at. But that's the bid, and I'm not going to change that bid. That's what I want to pay for it, and I don't want to pay any more. It's unusual to have the wheels on. That's quite nice, but apart from that, it's a pretty standard one. That one. We can think about that.
You can think about
that
if
you want.
Yep.
It's up to you. We'll just leave that. I'm not going to mention that again. We'll come back to it later. It's something I don't need to push things today. We're in this wonderful house and, you know, there's bound to be something else for me. So the first thing I see, I don't have to just storm in and buy it. We can wait till later.
Drew and T delve deeper into the basement, where Drew soon spots another forgotten treasure.
Ooh, I like that. This is great.
That must have been an old meat chopping block, isn't it?
Yeah. That's lovely.
Several hundred years old, I would think.
Wow, you could lop someone's head off on that as well.
You could. You could.
This 18th century butcher's block would have been custom made for the estate and could be worth around £2,000.
I don't suppose this is for sale, is it?
No, I don't think so. I think we better leave that here.
That's wonderful. Imagine having that in your lounge as a centre table. That's extraordinary. What a wonderful and rare thing, just incredible. I asked if I could buy it, but I'm fairly sure that wasn't going to happen. Before I even asked, I thought that's never going to leave this building. In a lot of ways, it really shouldn't, but if it was for sale, I'd definitely have a go at it. It's a rare, rare beast.
Where do you want to go now? In the attic?
Oh, yes, please.
With the deal on the trunk so far unresolved, Major Philip leads Drew and T back up to the main floor of the house. They're heading to the attics, which the Major uses as additional storage space.
That's the old grand staircase.
You had to name things, didn't they?
That's
The grand staircase.
Yeah, that's a grand staircase.
One or two people were puffing and panting, I think, as we went up several flights of stairs into the attic.
Well, you're going to get fit living here, aren't you?
Yep.
Wow.
You get plenty of exercise. Up into the top. Here we are. Put the light on. Now we can see a bit.
Oh, great. So things in here are for sale. This is stuff could be for the right price.
Could be for the right price.
The attics are vast and filled with an eclectic mix of furniture.
Okay.
Here we go into the second bit.
It's unusual, isn't it?
Yeah. But no good.
17th century electrical tape.
I like that lamp. It's good shape, but it's all worn out.
And Drew's rummaging comes up trumps.
Let's have a better look at that chair.
Spiders have been busy in here.
That's the stuff.
How old's that then?
This is about 1900. The original fabric. And it's in astonishingly bad condition, but it exists, and it's a great shape.
This early 20th century armchair is worth around £150 in its present condition, but once restored could sell for around £1,000.
So what do you think? What would you go for on that one?
I don't know.
Give us a clue.
What? 60 quid?
60 quid, 60 quid. We'll have a deal on that
We'll
one
have
at
a deal
£60.
on that.
It needs a load of work, but basically what I'm buying is the shape. I'm giving myself the option now to be able to sell that chair as it is, or have it reupholstered and sell it through the shop.
We'll come back for that.
Yeah. No. You'll come back for that.
With the first deal made, Major Philip leads Drew and T through the network of lofts in search of some more treasures.
Oh, there's so many rooms up here.
Away we go.
Okay.
Are you there, Drew?
Yeah.
Knock himself out.
Yeah.
Pass a chair.
Yeah. I have a problem walking past old chairs. Music room 8.
The red room.
Oh, there you
Two
go.
bits in here.
This is something I'd be interested in.
The old leather chair.
Do you want to tip it up for me?
Must be worth at least £1,000.
Oh, if not several.
The back leg just needs something odd.
It's got a pretty bad case of woodworm, this one.
Has it got woodworm?
Yeah.
In a house like this, it got moths,
Yeah.
woodworm.
Yeah, you can treat it, you can get rid of it, and it can be repaired. Great colour, though. There's a reason why this chair is shoved up in the roof. It's got a lot of problems. I love it, but it's got problems.
This Victorian buttoned leather armchair with significant restoration could be worth around £2,000.
OK, is this for sale?
Yeah, I don't see why not.
Fab, OK.
Especially with the woodworm, it makes it more valuable.
It does to Drew.
What would you want for that, then?
I don't know, what's it worth? 150?
Oh, I'd snap it up at 150.
What?
I would snap it up at 150.
Would you? Is that, am
That's
I
a-
being too generous?
Oh, yes.
Oh.
OK. But
I thought the woodworm would...
no. OK. Yeah. Well,
250. What?
let's meet in the middle. £200. I don't want to do it, man. That's fine. Yeah. I just felt slightly guilty. I thought, I can't really take that away from him for that. Even though he doesn't really have any interest in it, I thought, let's be fair. I'd rather leave on a high note. It's going to cost hundreds to put this chair right. But this is a rare chair, it's a desirable chair, and I absolutely love it. If there was one thing I wanted to find in an English country house, it would be this. Sort of, you know what I mean?
Yes.
You're thinking gentleman's club, aren't you?
Yes, it probably came from the...
Yeah, you can still
From
feel...
the smoking room or somewhere like that.
Yeah.
People with a glass of port
Yeah,
and
that's
a
wonderful.
cigar.
It's neat. Ooh, you feel like it's just going to fall apart as you're actually sat in it, to be honest with you. It really does feel...
You sure that's not your weight?
My weight isn't helping. It's very, very fragile.
Fragile on that side.
Yeah, just all over. You can feel the whole frame sort of shifting around underneath me. Still, lovely. Yeah, we'll have it. OK, so while we're here, do you know when we were in the cellar, we saw that big trunk? Is that a goer or is that
Yeah,
something?
I think so, yes.
You think so? You'd let it go?
I'd let it go.
All right, we spoke about 150.
Yeah.
Happy with that?
Yeah, I'm happy with that.
Another deal. Thank you.
Another
We're doing
deal.
well.
We're doing all
well.
the deals.
The deal on the trunk sort of shows, really, that sometimes you shouldn't push and just, you know, back off. We're lucky to be in here. If he wants to sell us something, we're even luckier. So to come back to it and then for him to agree to sell it to me is exactly what we wanted to happen. Great, wonderful. Cool, huh?
Yeah, it's quite... I can see this in someone's bedroom or something at the bottom of the bed.
Yeah.
I've had a wonderful time. Drew and T. Drew had all the knowledge and, you know, about everything. T was this sort of handy man behind him who was made to carry things and move things out. But it was a jolly day and I enjoyed having them here.
Super duper. Done?
Yeah, you good?
Going up?
Yep. Looks like Enzo's attacked it.
It's lovely. My day here today at Glemham Hall has been exactly what I wanted it to be. I met Major Philip, who's an absolute star. We've had a look around a fabulous house and I've managed to buy 3 wonderful country house items.
Fingers.
Hello.
There we are. Well,
Philip, thank you.
not at all. Goodbye, Drew.
Thank you
Goodbye,
very
T.
Lovely to meet you.
See you again.
Not at
Cheers.
all.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
What a pad.
It is an absolutely stunning house, isn't it?
Great, isn't it? All in all, we've done what we've said we were going to do. We went to a big old country house and we bought country house antiques and an absolute belter of a chair.
We bought a chair that looks like a proper pipe smoker could sit in it.
Good. Anyway, we've got some stuff on the van, so onwards and upwards off to the next place. We'll find
Brilliant.
out.
Lovely job. Oh, isn't this lovely?
Oh, it's nice.
Look at this.
Drew and T are back on the southern salvage hunt. Today they're heading to Margate in Kent, where they've been specially invited to tour a 1920s themed hotel and to rummage through its excess furniture and memorabilia.
We're coming to see the Walpole Hotel, which is very famous down here.
The Walpole was built in 1914 and stayed in the same family all its life until 1995 when we came. And we opened a little museum on the history of Walpole itself. And as soon as we opened our museum, the public started donating their own family treasures to us.
Hotels, the stuff tends to fall into 2 categories, stuff they're using and stuff that's broken and been put away. Because she's running it as a museum as well, maybe she's been buying stuff, there's overspill, there's storage somewhere. Oh, that's great. Imagine coming here in the day, you know, sweeping up to this in a nice old Rolls-Royce Sedanka.
A family-run hotel, the Walpole has become famous for its quirky decor and themed weekends.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
I'm T.
Hi, T.
Drew.
Hi, Drew.
Hi,
Welcome
nice
to
to meet you.
Walpole.
Thank you, thank you. What a wonderful place. You can
you.
see, we were driving along there and you can just see this wonderful building emerge. It's fantastic, spectacular.
No, it's a wonderful, wonderful place full of wonderful things too. So
Great.
you come to explore.
We have. Well, you've got a museum here as well.
Yes, yes.
That's what I'd like to have a quick look at the museum.
You can have a quick look,
Yeah.
but if anything's been donated, then it won't be for sale. no.
Okay, that's fair enough. That's
Is that
quite normal.
okay?
We're used to that. Instantly, I can see that the place is just chocked full of bits of this and bits of that and just stuff that's relating to the hotel from 30, 40, 50 and 100 years ago. It's an amazing place. You've got stuff everywhere here.
Yeah.
I think we're already...
Every surface. Can we have a look in here?
Yes, please, go through.
We're already in the museum, are we?
You are.
Yeah.
You're surrounded by the
Living
museum.
museum.
Living museum. We do use everything too. That's why we call it a living museum.
yeah, it's
we have all the original Walpole things going back to 1914.
Yes.
Which?
The spotlight in the
Oh,
corner.
no, donation.
Donation?
Donation from
You sure?
Dover Coast Guard.
Really?
Isn't it wonderful?
That's lovely.
Yes. It's a special present. We do their training weekends here. And every time they come, we have another donation from the museum from them.
Yeah, find another one. You know, find another one.
No, I've only got one, sorry.
You won't have one when we leave.
Yeah. I'll be watching you, don't you worry.
We can get this on the van very quickly.
Yeah.
No, I love that. That's great. Super thing. A lot of the items in the hotel have been donated by people who know Jane and know what she's doing in the hotel. This has been donated, so unfortunately not for sale, but, I mean, if it was, bang, I'd be buying it straight away.
Here's our 1927 trellis-gated Otis lift, guys.
Oh, yeah.
All original.
Amazing. Lovely. Is it working?
What do you mean, is it working?
Well,
Of
you
course
know, I've
it's
got to
working.
ask. I'm going to get in something.
Go
It's
in.
going up. Oh, look how narrow it is.
It's
Are you
tiny.
coming too?
But if you have a look up there, it says licence for 6 people.
Oh, Drew's
when it
3
was
on his
first-
own.
No, really?
Yeah, but that was in
That was a long time ago.
1920s.
Which number would you like?
Number 2.
Number 2.
That's it.
Going up?
Listen to the silence.
Oh, that's very good, isn't it?
Isn't it wonderful? Here we are, guys. We're on the museum floor, so if you like to come out,
That's lovely.
It is.
Totally silent.
it is silent and smooth. Well, the museum's this way, so if you want to make your way.
Oh, I see, it's
peruse the
everywhere.
memory- Yes, it is.
It's the whole,
everywhere,
it's
Drew.
everything.
Yeah.
Like you say, a living museum?
Yeah.
Love the finish on that.
Jane leads Drew and T through the upper floor of the hotel, where vintage memorabilia donated by the public is displayed along the corridors and integrated into the design of the guest rooms.
You haven't mentioned cleaning through the ages. Now, come on, Drew. They're
Cleaning through the
wonderful old.
He doesn't know what these
I
are.
don't know what
You
they
don't
are.
know
What
what
do
they
these? What
are?
do these do?
Clean.
Do they?
Yes.
What are they called?
Yes.
Hoovers.
Vacuum cleaner.
I'm not very domesticated, to be honest. No, I'm not very good at the house. Don't do house.
There's an 1850 nightshirt there, look. You've walked straight past it.
Have-
Now, that nightshirt's been to the Crimea and the Boer Wars, that nightshirt.
Really?
Yes.
Caused a
Isn't
lot of
it
trouble
amazing?
for that.
It costs a lot of trouble.
That nightshirt.
No, that's fab.
Oh,
Yeah.
cheese plates.
Yeah, I like these.
Yeah,
I do like those, to be honest with you. I like buying
Donation,
those.
donation. Donation, sorry.
It's fab stuff in here, Jane.
I'm glad you approve.
Yeah. One thing I particularly like.
Is there? What is it? What do you like a lot? Oh, no. That's our original.
From the building.
Yes.
He should have that on a T-shirt, Drew.
Is it out?
No.
Might be in there.
No, that's a real original one, that one.
I've seen something here I like.
Oh, dear. Oh, no.
Those.
Well, actually, they aren't donations, so if you made me a really, really, really good offer, I might consider letting
Where have
those
they?
go.
Where have they come from?
We actually bought those. We used to go to auctions and things. If there was an interesting piece we wanted for here,
Yeah.
we'd have to buy a whole box full of things,
Yeah,
and they
yeah,
were in one
yeah.
of the boxes.
Oh, wonderful. We get to one room and I see these 3 wall lanterns that are high up on a shelf. Now, they look like Georgian ones. To find 3 of those in this hotel would be very, very unusual.
One Georgian wall lantern in good condition can sell for up to £1,000 today.
Okay. Yeah, there.
Could Drew have found 3 originals?
No, they're copies.
So what did you actually think they were?
I thought they were Georgian wall lanterns.
Right. And they're more modern than that, are they?
They're modern copies of that, but they're probably 20, 30 years old. We got one of them down, and by the time I just put my hands on it and felt the weight of it, instantly realised it was a fake. It was a good-looking fake from 3 or 4 feet away. It still sort of fooled you, but getting close up to it, no good, so we've got to move on. No, we'll have to leave that. Oh, that's a shame. God, do you know what I thought then? I thought, my God, we've just got really lucky. Because to find one original one of those, right, you're doing really well. Right.
Apparently they're copies, and I didn't know that. So that was a sad piece of information for me to find out.
Right.
Yeah.
What sort of things have you got for sale? Have you got any storage areas, things like that I can have a look at?
Storage areas?
Yeah.
I'm famous for my storage areas.
That's what I want to see.
I have sheds,
Sheds.
Drew.
We do sheds.
You do sheds?
We're good at sheds. Come
I
on,
will
lead on.
introduce you to my sheds.
Come on, it's
this
fine.
way.
It'll all be okay.
Will it?
Yeah, we'll be gentle.
We're shed experts.
Yeah.
Shed experts.
Shedists.
No, this is our private bit.
Yes.
This is for grandchildren only.
I see.
So, and this is my shed, or one of the many.
Okay.
So, you take your
All right,
life
just
in
to
your
jump
hands
in.
if you go in there, boy. That's it. Oh,
Oh, that's not so bad.
oh, it is.
No,
Drew,
I can
it
deal with that.
is.
That's okay. Yeah, no, this is not bad at all.
Oh, it is.
It's not. This is
Been
fine.
in worse places.
I've been in much worse places than this.
You just throw everything in here.
Nice shed.
It is.
Super
It's a
shed.
better standard. It's a better class of shed.
It is. He always says, get right in the back of the shed. That's where all the best things are.
Don't think that's going to be true today, OT.
It's nice to see him doing some work, to be honest.
Are you two friends? As long as he doesn't fall over anything or down anything or get trapped in anywhere.
It's all right. We'll just get another Drew.
Oh, OK.
Nothing.
No. No. No luck. You got any more?
More sheds for him to admire.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's not a good shed, but it might have good things in it, yeah?
Fine.
Do you want to have a look?
Yeah, I'll go to a hole in the ground if we've got something we should find. Yeah, no problem.
I haven't got any holes in the ground. OK, let's shut that one up.
Thank you.
Impressed with the condition of Jane's shed, if not the contents, Drew and T press on.
Yeah.
Right.
He won't get in. Mind the cobwebs.
OK. 1, 2. Oh. God, nearly put me back out then. Oh. Is there any space at all in there?
There is there is down here. Can you see where I'm kind of getting it?
I just fell in through the door. Is that table not a nice...
No.
No?
It's a reproduction one. See?
Oh, the quality of the finish.
Yeah, quality of the finish, modern screws. See this? Yeah, I think we're drawing a blank here today. To be honest, don't think there's anything in here.
All right. OK, do you want me to bring you some food every now and then while you're stuck in there?
I can't get out.
Till the fire brigade arrive.
I hate leaving empty-handed. It's the pits.
You OK?
Yeah.
You sure?
Oh, it's raining as well.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Make a dash for it.
Go on then.
Okay.
Oh, nice British weather.
In my shed there's lots and lots and lots, and Drew did what Drew does best, and he rummaged around and he clambered over everything looking for a treasure, but sadly he didn't find anything in either of the sheds that was of interest to him.
It's unfortunate. It happens in this job. You don't really want it to happen that often, but you've got to roll with it. We've come here, we've made a connection, we've had a wonderful day out going up and down in that lift. Super. We've met Jane. It's been great. I've had a good look round Margate, wonderful place, but unfortunately we haven't been able to buy anything, so we've got to move on. Thank you so much.
It's been a pleasure.
Thanks,
Thank
Jane.
you very
Bye-bye.
much.
for showing us.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Drew's had no luck at the Walpole, but with the van already filled with salvage from Glemham Hall, he and T are in high spirits as they hit the road.
You've got a cracking-looking hotel, isn't it?
It is a lovely hotel, and you know, all those items in it, absolutely amazing.
Super.
Super. Smashing.
Super smashing.
Great.
6 hours later, the salvaging duo arrived back at base to show the team their purchases.
Cool, huh?
Great,
You like that?
really do. We're asked for storage units, anything for storage all the time. Wow. Whew, still stinks of camphor.
Yeah, so you think it's had linen in it?
I do. I think it's an old linen chest, blanket chest.
Could be. It's
Actually.
very hefty, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Perfect coffee table size. Yeah, we'll have that off, please, Gav. That's one for you, that one, mate.
Seen better days.
It needs a little bit of... It might need the odd joint tightening up. Look at the shape. Super, super, super
Can I just
shape.
say, only Drew
Look at
could
that.
look at this and say, oh, the odd joint might need tightening up.
Don't you like the colour?
It's pretty,
Don't you like the colour?
lovely.
Don't you want to sell it?
One heavily used leather chair. Oh, that was the look.
What do you think of that, then?
Superb shape.
Perfection.
Yeah.
Look at the scale of that. You know,
Enzo might
super.
like this one
Enzo,
more. Enzo.
Enzo, what's this? Whee! That's where he should be, Prince.
Drew is back on the road with friend T. They're heading north, where they've been granted exclusive access to an independent theatre.
So, why did the architectural antique dealer cross the road?
I don't know. Why did the architectural antique dealer cross the road?
To get to the skip on the other side, obviously.
How long's that one taking you?
Since we set off.
Oh, really? Thanks. Have you got any more?
Not of that quality.
Excellent. That's good. I'm quite pleased about that, to be honest.
The Salvagers are heading to Lancaster in Lancashire, where the Grand Theatre have just replaced their lights and have invited Drew in. Theatre lighting and other memorabilia are very popular with his customers, so this is a unique opportunity for him to peek behind the curtain, where members of the public aren't invited.
So anyway, we're off to a theatre called the Grand.
The theatre was built in 1782 and remodelled in 1908 following a fire. After a stint as a cinema in the mid-20th century, the Grand was bought by the Lancaster Footlights Amateur Drama Group.
We put on 5 plays a year, including a pantomime, so it's used as a community theatre. But we also, to pay the bills, have professional lets, many of whom are national names. They provide much-needed income to keep the theatre available for the amateur groups to use as a community theatre.
They've called us in because they're changing all their theatre lights over and they want to try and get rid of the ones they've got. Now, you and I both know that there's lots of these around.
Yeah.
And there's only a couple of types that are worth bothering with.
Yeah, the nice rounder ones.
The nice roundy ones, the sort of egg-shaped ones. Well, there you go.
Nice. Lovely old building.
Yeah, yeah.
How do you do? My name's Mike Hardy.
Yeah, you do.
Mike, Drew, how you doing?
Another
Nice
Mike.
to meet you.
Excellent, good to see you.
The building's amazing, it's wonderful. Is there anybody in I'd love to see in the auditorium?
There's nobody in at the moment, but I can take you around and show you
Please.
a
That'd be
little
great.
bit about
Yeah, I'd
the-
love to see that. Which way do we go?
Yeah.
Go this way.
I love these old signs. Oh, wow, look at this. Isn't that great? Wonderful. Have a look at the ceiling. Yeah. It's really intimate.
When we have some really big names here. What they'll tell you like about the theatre is the furthest person away from the man on stage is 20 metres.
Yeah.
If you're in the boxes, you can almost shake hands.
It's unusual to see now, these days, a theatre that is so small. It seems odd that such a tiny little playhouse still exists.
As you can see, you get the view that the professionals get of the audience. The nearest ones, you can see the whites of their eyes.
Are these Zulus?
I'll tell you to look at some of the old lights you were asking about.
Mike leads Drew and T to the back of the stage, where the old theatre lights are stored.
Let's have a quick sift through what's here. Strand 223. They're a bit difficult to sell. It was the ones that were more this shape. See, this with this finish in that shape were the sort of the more saleable ones, I think, of the bunch. This is something that comes up all the time. These spotlights. They're quite a common item because they're mass-produced, but they have got a good look. But I've learned over the years that certain types sell much better than others. No, not for me, these. Not for me. Next place, if you've got one for us to view anything, would be great, please.
Okay.
Yeah?
The next place to have a look is at the top of the ladders on the flying gallery.
OK, great. In the what? The flying
On
gallery?
the flying gallery, yes.
OK, let's
It's
go
an
there.
interesting thing to see anyway.
I've never been in a flying
Have you
gallery.
not? Oh, in that case,
OK, so we're up here.
up that ladder.
Oh, blimey, quite high up, aren't we?
This is where we fly all the scenery cloths from, so it's all done by hand and putting on these ropes.
Wow.
This here is the original, this is a rectifier unit, dimmer packs.
Oh,
which are
these
obsolete.
themselves, these...
Yeah.
Oh, I
The whole
see,
unit.
OK.
Yeah. That's, I mean, again, this is only still here because it's fastened to the wall.
Yeah.
Otherwise it would have gone.
No. That's really easy for us to say, that one.
very
It's sort
simple,
of, yeah, it's not something we'd buy. I like the sort of, the sort of containers they're in, but it's not something I could sort of move on, to be honest with you. Not for me. What I'm looking for is sort of bits of the old theatre, maybe some old furniture, props, some of these, do you know the backdrops you have here as well? Old cloths, old advertising, old signage. old furniture. It's really what we're looking for.
Probably the best place to go from here then is into the props dock, because that's where all the older things that we keep are.
Next stop for Drew and T is the props department, located beneath the auditorium, where volunteer Emily is waiting to meet the salvagers.
Can I hand you over to Emily for props?
Hello,
Because she's in
Drew.
charge of props.
Hello,
and
Drew.
I'll
Hi,
put
how
you
you
in
doing?
her capable hands.
Great, thanks.
Okay.
Lovely. Have a sift through.
Of course.
See if there's anything in here that I can spot that I like the look of. You never know. Have you sold anything from here before?
No, we haven't.
Oh, excuse me. Sorry, bit dusty in here, isn't it?
Just a little.
Oh, this is really interesting. I loved it. This is the best bit of the job for me. This one, that's a really interesting chair.
Look at him go.
Absolutely, yes.
Yeah, come out, a big beaming face.
Ply that's been scribed, but it looks like a Georgian chair. And then you get up close to it and have a really good look at it, and you can just see the quality of it's just no good. Shame, I thought I'd found something really good then. That's a shame.
Well, it looked good on the set, that's all.
There's hundreds of items of very beaten up, used furniture that have been used for countless productions over the years. You know, make, do and mend, they've been painted over I don't know how many times, because, you know, remember this furniture only has to look good from 30 feet away, so it doesn't have to be special. Well, I'm going to try and get into, there's a couple of chairs down there that may have a bit of interest. I'm just going to have a look at them.
Do you want a hand on it?
Just moving this stuff to, no, if you can sort of take this stuff out of the way, T. These two.
It's a bit like a Chinese puzzle to get at any one item. You have to move 6.
Yeah.
It's had a bit of work there.
You had these a long time?
Oh, yes, yes, they were here long before I arrived, and I've only been involved with the theatre for the past 12, 14 years.
There's something at the moment that's quite unfashionable, but they're also quite nice. You know? It's not leather, it's... That's a low chair there, and then there's a open armchair here. Look a bit gillowsy, to be honest.
And Gillows are?
Well, Gillows, they're, well, complete. I think they're Lancaster as well.
Yes, they were.
Yep.
The Lancaster company.
That one's got a major problem. It's missing its cresting off the top of there.
Right, okay, yeah. I see
Right
that.
off the top of it. But they've got something going for them.
The problem is, if you don't buy them, you're never going to get out of there.
These 19th century chairs are made in the style of Gillows, a luxury furniture manufacturer based in Lancashire. With significant restoration, they could sell for around £950 for the pair.
It's just the fashion side of the business, really, that leads the price on something like this now.
Surely.
It has got some fairly expensive repairs to do to the main frame on both of them. I think we'd be looking at sort of 150 for the pair. But really, what I'm trying to say is I'm going to give you £150 for that. You can throw that one in if you like. I'm not that bothered. Because the repair work and the damage to that one's quite severe.
Right.
To the back leg. You know, I'd rather just buy this one. But if they come as a pair, they come as a pair.
Fine. That sounds fair enough.
OK. I mean, if there's a bit of money that keeps the theatre going a bit longer.
Absolutely.
We've got a bit of a
Contributions
project.
are gratefully received.
Initially, that looks like quite a cheap price for a pair of chairs like this, but there's an awful lot of work for something that is going to be very difficult to sell. But still, we'll save them, we'll own them. They may be in stock for years, but we'll try and keep them together, and we will turn a profit on them in the end. Right then, I'll tell you what then, look, let's get these two chairs out if we can.
Off you go.
Well, you're nearer than me.
Now you know what it's like looking after the props at the Grand Theatre.
Blimey.
Very cramped.
It's a satisfying result for Drew, but finding his way out of the underground props department presents a whole new problem.
See, I'll tell you what, I'll take the end here, you take the top. Hang on,
I've got the front of this.
All right,
Yeah, anything you at?
OK, done.
Yeah. If we get this
Just
out
trying
of
to
it,
make space.
do we get a goldfish? Is there a goldfish on standby for us?
How many people get to look round a wonderful old theatre like this and see what the people are doing here? The Charitable Trust is doing fantastic work to keep this open. A good day. We bought some unusual items. Great day.
The Salvage Hunters say their goodbyes to theatre volunteers Mike and Emily before hitting the road.
Thank you very much, Mike. Pleasure.
Mike, thanks. Good luck with the theatre. Emily, lovely to meet you.
Thank
And
you.
you, Drew.
Lovely. Thank you for
Bye-bye.
showing us round.
Nice to
Thank
see
you.
you.
Cheers.
Bye.
You're welcome.
Well, there you go, Lancaster. Only up the road. You know, because we're so close by, there's really no need to fill the van. We can sort of, take it easy, really. If we get to find anything, that's fine.
So what are you saying on the way back? If we pass a skip, we're in it, are we?
Drew and T head back to Conwy, and with very few items to unload, the team immediately get started on the week's restorations. Restorer Gavin works on the Glemham Hall trunk. Drew's intention for this item is to retain its original character, so Gavin's restoration is minimal. A little sanding works wonders, and a coat of wax brings it to life. Drew then photographs the trunk for the website.
I'm pleased with this. This has come out just how I want, really. Not been messed with, not over-restored. And I really like mundane, common vernacular item like that, just made by a local craftsman. It's just a nice trunk. That's when it comes right down to it.
The following day, Drew and T are back on the road again. This time, they're heading to Barnby Moor, near York.
We're going to a place I've heard about called Bar Farm Antiques.
Okay.
And the guys, I think he's an American who runs the place.
I'm from New Orleans, and my wife and I had our own business there, but we always wanted to have an antique business because we always enjoyed going around to junk shops and different markets picking up things. And we decided when we moved here that we'd open up an antique business, so that's what we've done.
They've got lots and lots of barns, sheds full of stuff.
So do we need to be careful if you're in lots of sheds today that you don't go feral? Because you're back in your natural habitat,
Back in the
aren't you?
natural environment.
Oh, here we go.
Bar Farm Antiques. Oak and pine furniture.
Hey.
Cool. Loads of sheds, let's have a look. Hello, mate. Hello.
Hey,
Hi.
how you doing?
Drew.
Greg,
Hi, nice to meet you.
nice to meet you. T.
Drew's first hunting opportunity is inside Greg's shop, where he and T are free to rummage around.
Look at those.
Let me know if you see anything you like. The cases, you can open them up. None of them are locked, just kind of there to keep the dust out.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
That's really trusting. I always call in whenever I see a little antique sign inside the road. No matter how small, no matter how beaten up, I will always stop. Drive my kids and wife nuts because we're on holiday, little antique sign, I'm off down the lane. It's that type of place. You never know what they've got, and there's always something you can take with you. But you really need to look at everything
Into the corners.
twice, just because you just don't know. You can miss stuff because there's so much, you can miss things. I quite like those. Look at those.
What have you found?
Those little dragsters, and it's just the one. That's an old one, look.
That's
A
great.
Hemi.
Did you see that one on your mantelpiece at home?
Yeah, that's pretty cool, actually. I like that.
Would you buy the pair, though?
The one's got a wheel off, so it's sort of a bit useless, really.
These 1970s toy cars were manufactured by British firm Corgi and could sell for around £30 for the pair.
That is cool. How much is this, Greg?
£6.
£6. Do a fiver?
Sure.
What's for the pair?
8 for the pair.
8 for the pair. 8
Yeah.
for the pair.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is that
okay.
all right?
Yeah, that's fine. We'll take them.
Okay.
Cool.
You always buy heavy things.
You can
don't
load. You can load the van. I just think that, aren't they cool?
Radio
Don't you
Luxembourg
think?
on it there as well.
Yeah. They were just a cool thing. I've got sort of a load of them dotted around the shop, and I use them as display in some of the bookcases we have in. I'll fill it with old tin plate cars, and they're just going to be part of that. So they're bought for display, really. And I just like them. It's really good to find little odd pieces that you're just never going to find anywhere else. You can find them in places like this. Just shout if you see anything, T.
Well, your trained eye is a bit better than mine.
Well, you just don't know in places like this.
Further rummaging reveals another item which catches Drew's attention.
Quite like the monkey.
The monkey. Because he looks quite old.
He's got any age to him.
Merrythorpe's not one famous one.
Hygienic toys.
He's got a bit of a I've been out on the beer all afternoon look about him.
Yeah, he doesn't.
Established in 1930, Merrythorpe is one of Britain's oldest toy manufacturers. This mid-20th century monkey, like all Merrythorpe toys, would have been handmade, and in its current condition would sell for around £40.
No price. How much is monkey?
28.
28, 28, 28. Could we do 20?
No,
What could we do?
25 would be the best.
25, 25.
Yeah.
Do you like monkey? I think he's got.
Interesting.
I think what he'd look.
Out of the ordinary, isn't he?
He's definitely out of the ordinary. I think he'd look pretty good, sat in a chair. You know, if I can use him if I could use him for photography. But I like that. I like the fact he's got that on him. Okay, yeah, we'll do 25 on him.
Okay.
I'll take him for 25. I quite like him. Yeah, yeah.
Dozy look about it.
He's quite beaten up. Still, it's good though, isn't he?
He's a funky monkey.
He's a funky monkey. I've not seen one of those before. It'll look cool. It'll look cool around the shop. There you go. So far, your day's pretty easy, isn't it?
It's, yeah, you're bound to buy something heavy and dirty soon now.
As the trio head to Greg's outbuildings, an item across the yard catches Drew's eye.
So what I did see was this over here.
Yeah.
This little chair.
Yeah, I like that.
Do you have any more of them?
No, that was, I think, a set of 5, and they only wanted 4. And I said, well, I'll keep one.
Oh, okay.
This 1920s French-style cafe chair is made of steel and is worth around £55.
Yeah. What do you want for that?
I'd like to get like 22 for it.
22 quid.
Yeah.
Well, usually for something like a single little cafe chair like that, we'd pay sort of 15 quid. I'll tell you what, you know, don't go 20 quid. We'd have
Oh,
a
yeah,
deal.
yeah,
Is
yeah,
that
20's
okay?
fine, yeah.
Cool, thanks, Greg.
Sure.
I'd probably pay a lot for them if there was a big stack of them. You can do something with those, but one, it's an oddment. One chair is hard to sell. But a good little chair, clean it up, polish it, then it'll go. What are those things there?
They were sold as like feeding troughs for sheep. Someone told me they were brick molds, but I don't think they're brick molds.
I don't think so.
They're not the right shape.
No.
One edge is
Yeah.
I've got a certain something about them, maybe.
planting.
Planting.
Yeah, they'd be
Yeah.
great for planters. That's kind of why I got them. I've sold a few of them already.
What are you selling them for?
£6.
£6. It's not terrible, is it? No. I think that's. I don't think I'd get that from. I've got something
Well,
similar.
if you'd get all of them, I'd sell them pretty cheap if you wanted all of them.
I think the worm in them is just too much for me.
All right.
There's too much worm in them.
That's just happened.
Yeah. Okay, so what else have we got? We've got another. I've seen you got lots of warehouses here. Have you got any more we can see?
Drew and T delve into Greg's sheds, but despite some near misses,
Clean break, but it's no good. Otherwise, that would be, you know, ideal bar stuff.
Drew comes back out empty-handed.
No, nothing in here for me, Greg.
Yeah, there's not much in there.
The signs. Do you have more of these old tin plate signs?
No, but if I see them, I pick them up.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I like the old signs.
That one's in pretty bad condition. That one.
Yeah, but it still looks good.
Yeah, it's got something about it, hasn't it? We'll always want to buy them. That's quite bad, though. The colour's good.
This 1930s sign, in its current condition, could sell for around £45.
How much is that one?
38.
38 quid. Am I going to make a profit on that?
Well, what do you think?
Well, it's really beaten up, and I think I'm going to get 45 cleaned up in the shop.
That's what you'd get.
I think so. I think so. And it's really beaten up, that one. I'm thinking sort of 25 quid, to be honest, just because the state it's in. It's a nice one. This would be a great seller for a kitchen, you know, but the condition's just pretty ropey. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll sell it.
You sure?
Yeah. Yep.
Deal. Thanks.
Sure.
There you go. Now you've got more work.
I'll put it by the gate for now.
Want to put it over there? Yeah. Today we've bought some really odd items, some little bits, little toys for the shop. Met Greg. It's great. Somewhere I'll definitely call in again. Talk about weird things I got today. A monkey, dragster's seat and a sign. Nice. It's right up there, isn't it?
It is.
But look,
That's
thank
all
you.
right.
Thank you very much.
Nice meeting you, too.
you.
Good luck
Great.
with everything.
Thank
Cheers.
you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Doing business with Drew was really good. He had an interest in everything that we had. I didn't know that he would. I just thought he'd seen it all, but he liked some of the things we had. He was very fair with the pricing of things, and I think he picked up some really neat items.
Oh, monkey!
Okay. You member of staff?
Oh, I won't have any bother from him. Oh, monkey!
And if he's getting peanuts, he'll be on more than me.
You can answer the phone.
Make more sense. We've got a new boss.
A few hours later, Drew, T and their new friend arrive back at base in North Wales. The van is quickly unloaded,
It's got the odd rust issue.
and it seems that Drew has already found his first buyer.
Having spent a day in a van with Monkey and Drew, Monkey's better company, so I'm going to buy him. Monkey's got such a great face. Looks like he's had a bit of a hard night on the beer, but he's going to a good home anyway.
Restorer Gavin has some light restoration to do on the cafe chair.
I suppose it all stripping off and then back down to the metal. That's the look people like, I think. No matter, like somebody will buy it and just paint it again.
The paint stripper soon reveals its original steel. And a quick polish leaves the chair showroom ready.
Oh, hello. Come on then. What are you doing? Chair's come out well. Gavin has turned a very cheap chair into something that looks very good. Best thing, to be honest with you, quick turnaround, bought it, very quick amount of work, straight on the shop floor. There's only like 25, 30 quid in it, but still, it's a nice little thing. Ed, okay. Right, sit there. Stay. Good lad. Stay, good boy. Okay, handsome face now, handsome face. Stay, good boy. Oh, that's it. There you go. Look at that proud beast.